Hey, George Kamel here, Ramsey personality and personal finance expert. And today we're talking about one of my favorite types of insurance, life insurance. Yes, I have a favorite type, and yes, I know I need more hobbies. Why life insurance? Well, because I have a life. And some say that's debatable, but I've taken up this life insurance thing and it's fascinating. Trust me, it's way better than insuring yourself against alien abduction, which is a real type of insurance. And no, you don't need to buy it. But you probably need life insurance. So in this video, we're going to talk about what life insurance does, which kind you should get, and how you can combine it with the baby steps to become self-insured. Now, in my 10 plus years working for Ramsey Solutions, I've gotten to know Dave Ramsey pretty well. And he loves teaching people to protect themselves with life insurance. And that passion has rubbed off on me. And one thing he's taught me, and what I teach everyone, is that life insurance only has one job: to replace your income if you die. And I know that death talk is an ick for a lot of people, but detailed research has found that there is a 100% death rate in the world. And if you've got anyone depending on your income, this is no time to be squeamish. You need to know they'll be okay even if you die when a cow falls through your roof. And I know you're thinking that would never happen to me, but years ago, there was a guy in Brazil, taken out by a falling cow. No bull. Now, life insurance gives you the confidence and peace of mind that your family's gonna be okay no matter what happens. Another thing Dave's taught me is that you only need life insurance while you're building up wealth and wrangling those darling dependents. And by paying down debt and building up wealth over time, you'll become self-insured. And if you're doing it right, those kids will become adults with their own incomes. Hopefully. Now, if you're following the baby steps to become debt-free and build up your retirement accounts, it won't be long before you'll have the ability to replace your income from the annual returns on your investments. Basically, that means the money you invested makes as much as you did, thanks to the power of compound growth. So Dave only recommends life insurance for that season while you're raising those kids right, usually 10 to 20 years. Since life insurance is only for the short term, you should only buy term life insurance, hence the name. And it needs to be level term life. Level just means the premium and the payout always stay the same. And not only is term life the most affordable option out there, but paying for it ends when you no longer need it. Unlike that Paramount Plus subscription that you forgot to cancel. Again. Now, I hope, and I'm sure you do too, that you never need to use the insurance. But if anything happens to you during that term, your dependents receive a payout, aka the death benefit. Now, go for a policy worth 10 to 12 times your annual income. Why 10 to 12? Well, if you invest that payout in good growth stock mutual funds that average 10 to 12% each year, that allows your beneficiary, aka your loved ones, to replace your income when you're gone. And while they'll always miss you, at least they won't have the added grief of trying to cover the bills. And Dave always says to buy term life ASAP because the premiums only get more expensive as you age. And if you're married, then both you and your spouse need term life policies. And yes, stay-at-home parents need coverage too. I mean, think about it. If anything happened to them, you would need to hire Mary Poppins to fill all the expensive gaps in the household budget that they would leave behind. I mean, we're talking private chef, the chauffeur, in-house daycare, just to name a few. And I would know, my wife is one of them. And life insurance takes off a whole lot of pressure. And as great as term life is, it has an evil cousin out there called whole life insurance. And whole life lacks all that we love in term life, and adds a whole lot that we hate. First, while the coverage lasts your whole life, it can be up to 10 times more expensive. And that premium can vary a whole lot over time. And maybe worst of all, whole life mucks up the job of replacing your income by adding in complicated investment options with lousy ROIs. I mean, you wouldn't mix up your home or auto insurance with an investment scheme, would you? Neither would I. So keep your life insurance separate from your investing. All of that is why Dave and I teach people to avoid whole life. Instead of whole life, just buy term and invest the huge savings into retirement accounts. Now you know how life insurance works and why term is the only way to protect yourself wisely as you work toward becoming self-insured. For more helpful videos, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out the links below to use our free estimator tool and get started with term life. And while Dave and I are not an insurance company, if you're wondering which term life broker we personally use, we'll link to them below. Oh, and if you want proof about the alien abduction and the deadly fallen cows, I've dropped links in there too. Enjoy.